John Doe, welcome in, buddy. Our mission is we're gonna go get some breakfast. Then we're gonna probably ride down by the river. I like to go hit the grocery store right before lunch when they pull out all the leftover breakfast, and you can get it cheap. Thanks for coming in, John. What are you up to this morning, buddy? If you guys did not see, Gig Life and More got her 1,000 subscriber today. So I was super proud of that. Go, Melissa, go. Now we got to get her cooking channel there. This is called lane splitting. Rag, welcome in, buddy. Yeah, breakfast by the river. I thought that would be nice. Get a good view and something to eat. Let's go see what's left for breakfast. We'll see you on the road there, Rag. Cooking with Guam Girl, yep. My bike can't escape once the tornado comes. Probably not. Probably not. Gig Life and More. I've been smiling for her all morning. All right, let's go see what breakfast we got. This is our lockup procedure. Take you guys inside. Be cool. Nobody knows you're there. We're gonna grab breakfast and then go down to the river. All right, scratch breakfast. We're just going to the river. They had lunch out already, and they bought up all the leftover breakfast, so. Yeah, the breakfast place that I like is not open on Sundays. The best biscuit and gravy in town. But here's the water park, y'all. We need to do this one day. They have an adult day at the water park. I don't really want to point the camera in there. No breakfast. I had a glass of milk. It'll have to do, John. Welcome in, Colleen. Thank you for stopping by for our impromptu bike ride. We're going to go see if the giraffes are out. Giraffes! And then I've got a, I'll do a 12:30 stream with Fortnite. Yeah, bulldogs. Pizza would be nice. Can we see the giraffe? They're feeding the giraffe up close. No, it's hard to see here. I'll give you a better view. There's 3 of them, bulldog. Look, they're feeding this one by hand. Another one back over there. I know, right? There you go, bulldog. I wonder if he'd share his lettuce with me. Let's see how good the zoom is. Well, make sure to subscribe, Bull. And double tap your screen, everybody. Thank you so much for all the likes. Oh, we got a third player over here. All right, I don't want to be shooting these people. I don't know them, so we're gonna keep riding. I'll stop up here. There's some wildebeest, maybe a zebra we can see. A zebra. Yeah, there's a big old animal. Look at this guy's checking me out. He's like, "You gonna feed me?" Same thing with the ostrich. They're giving me the look. What you doing? What you doing, buddy? Yeah, that's not even full grown. Those are all little baby giraffes. I think they'll keep 3 of them until they get too big. What you looking at? How's it going? And zebras are smaller than you think. Not quite the same size as a regular horse. Way in the back, there's some wildebeest. They just let them all hang out together. You like my butt? Yeah, he's pointing it at me. All right, more bike rides, guys. More bike ride. Animals. Oh, I gotta zoom out, otherwise it's gonna be disorienting. There you go. That'll be better. Yeah, he was pointing his butt right at me. All right, we've got an hour to get down to the river. And this guy's parked it right in the asshole zone. This is how not to be in the middle of an intersection. See the line back here? That's where the car should stop. Anything above that asshole zone. All right, we got to go fast enough that we don't sweat. That's our goal. And we're going to get off this main road over to a shaded area. That's the plan. Thanks, Bull. I will stay safe. We're going slow. We're going slow today. The white lines are just suggestions, John. Yeah. I need to bring all my clippers and start cutting all these low-hanging branches. I usually do it in the spring. All right, but we do have a little more shade, so that's nice. Very nice. I like. And I don't know if you guys heard, but Melissa got to her 1,000 subs today. DJ and Dean were really pushing her this morning on their live. So that was nice to see have happen for her. We got to rebuild this shock soon. Shocks in the front end only have a couple inches of play. They got all rusted from being out in the weather. Yeah, it's stupid hot here too, John. That's why we're headed for the shade. I'm sweating in my hat. Not cool, man. Not cool. Oh, that's my stats. It's 90 degrees. Thanks for telling me, buddy. That's what I was saying. This thing goes fast enough that it just takes the sweat off you. But if you're in the sun, it's hard to get away from it. My hydration, I didn't bring anything, Ma. I am going to see if my buddy's down here. If he's down here, I'll get a bottle of water out of the fridge. And I've chugged a big old glass of water and that milk before I left. That's what my belly's running on, and a cup of coffee. So a beer helmet, I don't know. I'm sure I'd get pulled over then, John. I already go illegally fast on the electric bike, so the last thing I want is advertising beer on top of my head while I ride down the road. It would be all shaken up. There's a couple of new art installations down here we're going to go look at. Roy, welcome in, buddy. Taking you for a ride, sir. I've been watching all your videos as they drop. I try and do that for all my monetized people. This car stopped, and I'm not gonna go. I'm just waiting. I'm just gonna let them go. You guys, I have a stop sign. I don't know why you're stopped. Thanks. Stupid people don't know how to drive. I have a stop sign. It's the South. They're like, no, I'm more considerate. You go. No, you go. We get stopped at a four-way stop. People go, no, come on, you go. Your turn. You go. I'm trying to be hospitable. It's like, ugh. Somebody go. Oh, don't even get me started on that. Yeah, I can't believe Devious got cuffed and stuffed by the brawny man. That was crazy. So and the guy, he had no proof. The other guy was living in his car too, so he wasn't going to hang around to go to court. So I don't know. As long as he didn't litter, yeah, screw that. Oh, we could go over. Nope, not going over there. All right, let's see what's going on down here, guys. It didn't help when he was doing the oink. Yeah, Roy, you have to go check it out. He's got a short out. He oinked at the cop, and I mean, the cop is going to get butt hurt, and then at that point he's looking for any reason to restrain him. So, but I always just yes sir and no sir, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it was handled wrong on both ends. So, and I try not to antagonize anyone. I got pulled over one time in Jackson, Mississippi, and I was not speeding, and he had no reason to pull me over other than I had the bike rack on the back with my the bike wasn't even back there, just the rack was back there with the orange straps holding it. And he caught up with me, and I'm in the little sports car, and he was just like straight up, oh, you know, blah blah blah, you know, you care if I look in your car? And I didn't have anything in my car, and I just didn't care. I'm just like, if that's going to get me out of here sooner, sure, you feel free to violate my rights. So please do not harm our arts. This one was done by Nathan Pierce. It's a cage in a rock. I don't get it. And probably should have fire treated these. Would have been nice. What's it made out of? Oh yeah, you could definitely screw it up pretty easy. So, all right, what do we think? Do we like this? It's brand new. City paid somebody to do this. Nathan Pierce, we said. Fake Jerry Garcia had his own guilt about doing stuff he shouldn't be doing, so he projected onto Devious. It's art. It can be anything. Here we go. We'll get a look at some rides going by. Check these rigs out. Might be somebody I know. Yeah. Everybody knows Tornado. Rock of Ages. It probably has a name. It's called Everything, a steel and wood sculpture that explores the idea and unity and surprise in public spaces. Everything invites viewers to reimagine the environment through its abstract architectural form. Okay. No climbing, no breaking. All right. As long as you don't break it, you can climb it. So. But yeah, I mean, I just don't mess around, because you can get away with a lot of stuff as long as you're polite. As long as you're polite. And I felt bad because when he realized he was about to get cuffed and stuffed, he's like, well, I'll pick it up, you know, I'll pick it up. But at that point, the cop was just determined to harass him. But he could argue false imprisonment. Certainly could argue that. What do we think about this one? You like this one? Yeah, this was just somebody that had just got a bending machine. They're like, we're going to do an arch. And then they did a full circle and chopped it up. And we got one more before we get to the river. The quality sidewalk fix here. Ugh. We're just going to get back in the road. Screw this. Do not park by the tracks. All right, what about this one? It's interesting enough. I wonder how long the coiled paint's going to hold up. This is our local brewery on the left. I actually helped the brewer that made all the recipes for that. Because of course I did. We have a pothole by Walmart, and the Kmart destruction crew threw dirt in it. Yeah, something. Better than nothing. And this big building on the right here, I did an assessment for somebody. It's now for lease. And they opened up the back side. It looks really good. The roof was leaking when I went and did it. 463 subs. I'm proud of you, Colleen. You're gonna get your 500, girl. We got you. We got you. All right, we're gonna be roundabout and over here. This is the switch yard that's in the middle of town. This doesn't need to be in the middle of town. We don't have that many trains around here anymore, so they just spent, instead of moving this thing outside of town, they made this big overpass bridge. You guys saw it. That was the one that had that horrible fix on it after they botched the construction. And if you guys have seen any of my Amtrak Rail Pass rides, this is where it all starts for me every time. And this is a historic building, and not too long ago, a freight train came through here with the door open and just busted up the whole front of it. I just want to see what kind of fix they've done. Yeah, you got to start working on your watch hours now. All right, tires good. Brakes are good, tires fair. You guys want to see something strange? I'm going to show you something strange. Yeah, Colleen, I will definitely help you out when you get near it. Just let me know, girl, and I'll just hit play all. I ran Maverick for 4 days, so in 5 days he should have a ton more hours. And when I get near my 1,000 subs, I will ask you guys to run my playlist, but I'm not worried about it right now. We'll get there. I don't want to get the watch hours before the subs. I think they negate one another. You like that? My dad joke of the day. All right, we're pretty close to the river. It is a pretty sky today. The sky is blue and all the leaves are green. All right, let's haul butt. I do have a powerful hunger. Toyota Limited EV, that was kind of cool looking. Well, now we're getting near the river. Here's a new train bridge they just put in. I don't know why all the lights are on down here during the day. My tax dollars at work. I'll stop looping in a minute. I'm underneath a big concrete bridge. Actually, a few people at the park. And there's those two motorcycles that went by us. Squirrel! Squirrel! Got a revival going on over there. We go check it out. It looked like a fabric market in India. Oh, did you get a look, John? Keep your eyes in your head, buddy. She was pretty. She was really pretty. I gave her a big smile. The patented tornado smile. All right, we got one spot down here that I like that gives us a pretty good view without having to climb down the river. Ooh, the sandbar looks nice. What do we think? It's not bad. But this, it's usually, it's got water on both sides. Usually it's not on that other side. It's just on this side. And my motorcycle buddies are peeling out. Or peeling off, I should say. This is the Leaf River. Goes down, connects in to the Pascagoula River. And then it goes into the Gulf. In fact, my dad had a cabin in the middle of nowhere that was raised up on stilts because it was so close to this river it would flood on the reg. I'd say they got an erosion problem going on over there. But what do I know? I'm just an engineer. Yeah, it's the Leaf River. There's a big thing over here I can show you, John, that shows all of the local waterways. And it's actually on the concrete of the like for a patio or whatever. It's part of the park. But it shows the Mississippi and a couple other ones. Not even mosquitoes today. All right, I'm gonna take the key out of this bike and then we're gonna walk down this hill. I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna try and steal it. I guess I could lock it up, but I'm not doing that. We will take the other phone with us. The Leaf River. Oh, I want to do a short video of the river, but I might get the preacher at the revival back there. I might be able to hear him, so we'll see. We're gonna use this phone to do that. So I gotta stop watching my own stream. I can't see the chat for a minute, y'all. Be good to each other. Let's try not to fall on our ass going down this hill, because it's straight up steep. I ain't kidding. Should have worn my boots. Yeah, we've had all that rain, so I'm not surprised. Ah, spider webs. Oh, spider webs. All right, let me get this other phone out. All right, let's get it. I'm going to get just a quick clip for a short. Yeah, John, I need to do another one of those long form videos down here and just point it at the river. But it drops off. I know you can't see, but it's like a 6-foot drop off. So I think this is about as far as we're gonna go. We made it to the river. Now I just gotta get a van. I can live in a van down by the river. Yeah, it's definitely not a babbling brook. There's a trash can up at the top. It's like, come on, y'all. I think I can get it all. My hands are full. I'm telling you, officer, that's not my trash. Lots of people have paper towels. All right, let's go get preached at for a minute. We'll just go ride by, see what it's all about. All right, spider web's out of my face. Ugh. The other phone back in the holder. And the chat locked up on this phone. Weird. Yeah, the Pascagoula goes into the Gulf. The shipyard is on the Pascagoula. In Pascagoula. I used to work there. I was a marine electrician. You guys know that one? Any job I haven't had. He's over there testifying. All right. I found the hat. It was in the bug out bag. It smells like the bug out bag, but it's all right. We'll keep the sun off our noodle. All right, let's go see what this man preached about. We're not stopping. We're not stopping for services, y'all. Oh, I forgot to turn the bike on. I guess I'll pedal. Jack of all. Yeah, mama. And I'm happy I picked up trades. Learning to work with my hands. I give my dad tons of credit on teaching me how things work, working on cars. He used to do logistics, so upgrades for Navy ships, pulling out old equipment and replacing them. But the craft side of me, I give my mother credit for that one. She taught me how to measure and cut and sew. And that turned into a carpentry gig. All right, we're gonna stop. This pedaling is ridiculous. Oh look, I can thumbs up my own stream. Bam! Done, double tapped myself. I won't leave my wife, leave my woman. Can y'all hear him? they'd say, "Here it is. You can figure it out, Mama." Didn't have much of a choice. Yeah, and I always say grown up poor. Growing up poor, you learn how to do everything because you can't pay nobody to do it. I think they're just broadcasting the sermon to the outside. All right, so named in honor of Bobby L. Chain, Senior Mayor, City of Hattiesburg, 1980 to 1985, who purchased the land in 1982 with plans to donate to the City of Hattiesburg for the purpose of providing a recreational park for the benefit of its citizens. The land was given to the city in 1999. It was accepted by the city at the gift date with agreement that the city would have the park designed and built and operated for all of its citizens. Here we go. All right, we're going to make the loop back, guys. Supposed to go pay the power bill while I was out, and I totally forgot. Street preacher in LA last week, a lot of souls to see. Well, that'll pop your tire, geez. All souls need saving, just different degrees, yeah. The one I like to say is, just be a good person. Just be a good person, because you have to live with you your entire life. You want to like yourself. I mean, yeah, everybody makes mistakes, but you got to learn from them. All right, we're going to drop out again when I go underneath this bridge. It's got a metal roof on it. And this is the spot where a lot of homeless people hang out here, because you can just ease off into the woods. Don't pay the electric bill; they'll just send you another one next month anyway. Yeah, that's funny. I like to slight. I round up. If it's $75, I give them 80 or whatever, and then like once a year I'll have a full credit, like a month's credit. And then the gas company, I don't use gas during the winter or during the summer, only in the winter. But I don't want to pay the disconnect reconnect fee, which is like $150 combined total. Instead, I just pay the $8 a month. So whenever summer rolls around, I just send them like 50 or $100, and then I just don't worry about it till the next winter. But the only thing I have is a space heater and my gas stove. I love my gas stove, but man, it just heats my house up too bad. Too bad. noise? Is it coming out of my... It sounds like it's coming out of my bike. Turn it off and see if it stops. Yeah, that was funky noise. Turn it back on and see if it does it. It just sounded like I had feedback coming through the horn is in the headlight. Yeah, it's totally buzzing. I will have to investigate. Oh well, if it goes out, we have the whole other bike. But that is annoying. All right, hang on. Let me just do this. That's right. I thought it was the crickets. Think I'm going to take the bike apart on the next live stream? Maybe. John, I don't think you were there. I had one where I was going to do the... Maybe you were. I think you were there. I was fixing the bike on the other tire, or the tire on the other bike. And I was... I had the camera set up and everything, and then I just all of a sudden I just cut off the stream, and I was like, I gotta go. I ain't doing this, because I stepped in and then knelt in dog poop. I was so mad, dude, and it was on a live stream. I was just like, and I didn't want to react all mad, but I definitely had dog poop all over me. I had to get off the live stream and hose my shoes off, which is why I didn't finish fixing the other bike tire. But yeah, I didn't want to be like, yep, knelt in poop, gotta go. All right, I'm gonna mute you guys. Hit this horn a couple times. I'll see if that doesn't fix it. That did not work. So we're gonna do the lock unlock procedure. Hold this trigger down. Hold this. Yeah, to me it sounds like the crickets, but I'm half deaf. So, and I can't get it to do the unlock lock procedure. That's crazy. The other weird thing about this is that even though this is the old controller or the old display, it's putting out a Bluetooth signal that I can't connect to. And if I could connect to it, I could do adjustments to how fast the bike goes, all that stuff. Yeah, that's not a happy sound. Yeah, let's try this and see what it does. I'm going to disconnect the 2 wires that go to the headlight, see if we can cut it out, and see if the bike will still work. Step 1. All right, that one did it. Let's plug this one back in and see. I'm positive the headlight won't work now. Try and turn the headlight on. It still works. I bet it's the horn then. Yep, I took the horn. It's the horn. I told you it was the horn. Took the horn off. All right. So this is called the America building here. They recently refinished it, but this little building at the back was owned by a friend of mine for a while, and he was living in there. Oh my God, he had no electricity because he left on vacation, and he had this fridge from the 1950s, and it just went, ran and ran and ran. It wasn't even keeping his food cold. And he got back, it had like an $800 power bill, and he didn't pay it, so he was living in there. I had to go hook a generator up to his breaker box, a gas generator, and then I vented it out of the side of the building. It's kind of goofy, but it worked. He could run his air conditioner when he was there. Yeah, I thought it would stop when I hit it with the horn, or when I hit it with the, when I hit the horn, it wasn't even stopping. But that may be something else that's been just draining the battery on this one. This is the one that drinks the battery. It's modified to go stupid fast, so. And I have considered taking off the, stripping this bike down because it's so fast, just to get as much weight off it as I can. Oh, we got some new murals. Let's check them out, y'all. this one is funny. And then this is what they decided to put on the side of the coroner's office. I bet that was a fun mural to paint. Can you see all the little details? Let's look. Serenity. Is that a good looking mural? Look at this one. This one's super blingy. And this is the old law enforcement complex right there. And look at this one. Wait a minute. That's not a mural. I do like the color scheme on this one. And what I really like is they went all out and they did this exhaust fan. Of course, I just ran over a bottle. They used the exhaust fan as part of the mural. You'll see it. It's the only 3D part of it. All right, let's get rolling, y'all. Get rolling. I gotta be home in 20 minutes, 19 minutes. I'll be home even later than that if I've got glass in my tire. Hopefully not. Looks like it's been run over by a car. And I got the mirror off this bike too, so I'm gonna keep turning my head over to see. Yeah, don't mind me, dude. I'm gonna use the road too. Oh, the new bridge, the new bridge. All right, these barricades are not for us. Missed all the turtles jumped in the water. Look at all the turtles. There's a ton of them in there. I didn't realize we had so many big turtles. She said the Hattiesburg Burger King sucks. Look at them. I know you can't see. Oh yeah, you can. Look. That's a big old turtle, y'all. Look at this little guy. He's fast. Fast in the water. It's hard to tell what I'm looking at. Where's that one? Oh, there he is. Go, Speed Racer, go. Anyway, I spooked him getting up here. So this is the new bridge that they put in. I mean, you can tell it's fresh concrete. And look, this is how you do a proper retaining wall if you're trying to protect your city stuff. But yeah, for your citizens, no. And then look, can you guys at least get the tires out? There's another turtle. It's fast. So anyway, they did all of this. They put this in here, right? And don't get me wrong, I really like this bridge. And we got some sort of brackets here. I'm assuming they're going to put some sort of signage here, which is why this is done like this. It's an attachment point. This is nice. But what they didn't do was make it ADA accessible. So we spent all this money to come over here to go to this round staircase. So yeah, And they had all the room in the world to go that way. Maybe they'll add in a ramp, but you know, if you're going to spend money, make it so everybody can use it. It's missing a lot of the little details. Where'd all the turtles go? We're just going to come down here for turtle time. Yeah, I can't believe how big they were, and so many of them. But this, the ditch behind my house, yeah, it contributes to this waterway. And they got millions of dollars to do this and to fix this and all of this, and instead of fixing flooding where it needed to be fixed, mainly, you know, my property. But whatever, we put our sandbag wall in. If you guys haven't seen that one. All right, the turtles are all gone. Let's get out of here. Turtles. One random glove. If there was two, I'd take them and wash them, but it's just the one. All right, let's see how. Shame on Hattiesburg, yeah. I know, and it's like the money for this useless thing that they put in, like to this entrance, would have easily fixed my flooding issue. That's all right. They're still liable. It's considered an ongoing trespass, so whatever. Quit complaining about it. All right, going for a ride. But yeah, for years nobody ever used this parking garage. They still don't use it. I mean, there's not even grease in the spots. That's how little it gets used. Yeah, we'll have to sneak up on the turtles next time. This is our old school AT&T building and the Carpenter building. All right, I have nothing thawed for lunch, so we're just gonna go to the new chicken place, the one I got the biscuit from that I was disappointed about. The place that didn't have biscuits and gravy, but they sold a side of gravy. Oh, more trail. Look, they're putting in more trail. Oh, they're doing an underground power line there. And that mural we just passed was, that's where I shot one of my first videos. My first ever video was shot there. All right, how long do we have? 12 minutes? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that place in 12 minutes. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that horn anyway. I got the bell. All right, screw it. We're gonna be late for food. I mean for Fortnite. We're gonna get food. The bell is less menacing, yes, but cars can't hear it. It's great on the rails to just be like, people get out of your way. But for cars, I need something to, that they can hear. Summer Vibe 25. But all the crepe myrtles are blooming. It looks really nice. Y'all better subscribe to this awesome dude. Thank you, bullshit. All right, let's get something to eat.
8 on here. It's a day on here. It's Sunday, right? I went to the gym without eating. I'm kind of busy.
Oh, okay.
So, do y'all bring it to the table or?
No, we'll call you tripping over.
Okay. You just come back up here. Is that what?
No. Probably. Outside. Right there to 20 over. It's your ticket now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, let me get that big golden combo. Can I get okra for the side on that? Can I get okra for the side with the big and golden combo?
Okay. What else can I get for you, sir?
That's it. The drinks are out here, so I'll pick whatever I pick.
Okay. It's gonna be 8 seconds.
Ta-da. Thank you.
Let me give you that cup.
Pepsi. Oh. Get cherry flavor or something. But they also have cherry Pepsi, so.
Diane, 2001.
YouTube? That lady picked the seat right next to my bike, so I kept looking to see what the bike was still there, and I left the keys in it. Gee, somebody could have just ridden off, but she thought I was checking her out. So funny. Oh, here, I'll put you guys back. Oh, soda. So burpy. All right, we're gonna switch guys. Oh, did I shut you off? No, there we go. Oh, the chat locked up on this phone. Good times. Good thing I was watching it on the other phone. There it is. All right, you're stuck looking at me because I'm going home, guys. Thank you for riding along with me today. We're going to get some lunch. For all my Fortnite peeps, I will be on here shortly. How late am I? Because I was 2 minutes late already. 2 minutes late. So, we're going to get our butts rolling. You guys go send some congratulations to Melissa, Gig Life and More. She hit her 1,000. We're ecstatic for her. And DJ got his 3,000 watch hours, y'all. So whatever we're doing, it seems to be working. All right, let me find a proper spot. I'm going to dip. All right, there we go. All right, Fortnite stream coming up soon. Thank you guys for hanging out. Love y'all. Thanks for going for a ride with me.